It's Bourbon Night. It's a flight fight. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And we have
a mystery flight in front of us.
Another double blind.
As provided by a lovely patron, Mr. Todd Coupah.
Mr. Todd Coupah and the Coupah Troopers.
Anyways, I love a mystery flight. We don't even know if these are all bourbons. Actually, I think they're all whiskeys by looking at them. But yeah, we have the answers. They're sealed up here in this envelope. We don't know.
Normally, I would say, Sarah, tell us what's in this flight, but we don't.
It's a big question mark.
Don't even know.
This is always a fun challenge just to see if any of them jump out at us.
All right, let's get started with hopefully whiskey A.
I feel confident that that's a whiskey.
That's a whiskey, yep.
Sweet, fruity, a little bit of floral in there.
Yeah, barrel
Sugary.
And caramel and richness.
Pretty standard.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of bubble gum.
I was gonna say a little bit on that like fruity, candy side of things.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, that is sweet.
It's sweet. It tastes very familiar. The gum was a good note.
The only time I've
double bubble
gotten bubble gum has been on Brown-Forman products.
I was gonna say Brown-Forman.
And more specifically, Woodford Reserve, but not exclusively Woodford Reserve.
Okay, I was gonna say it's giving me either Woodford or Old Forester vibes.
Now, the thing about the double blind flight fight, Sarah, is normally in a flight fight, we're not trying to guess, because the whole point is we're trying to take that out of the equation.
We want to take the
so
bias
we don't influence ourselves.
But this is
sort of like we are trying to guess, in a way.
Well, this is I know some people say it's not double blind, but I think it is double blind. Because not only do I not know, like, what the lineup of these four are, like, it's blind. I don't know. It just is, okay? It could be anything in the whole world.
It's like, what does bi-weekly mean? No one knows.
No one knows. Is it every other week? Or
is it twice a week?
Twice a week or every other week?
Every other week? No one knows. Just like double blind.
Fortnightly.
Or we're not going to look it up.
Oh, jeez. Also feel pretty confident that is.
This one has more perception of age on the nose.
Yeah, a little more oak, a little more earth,
a little
depth
more
to it.
Leather.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Whoa.
Bold.
Leather shoe. Mm-hmm. Leather boot.
Shoe polish.
Whoa.
I mean, not like in a gross way, but like, yeah.
Earthy.
Freshly polished leather shoes, earth, oak.
Earth and oak. It's a new brand called
Maybe a little
Earth
bit
and
of
Oak.
Tobacco. Freshly polished leather shoes propped up on a coffee table in the middle of a smoky library.
I wonder if this is like an orphan barrel, because sometimes you can get some age.
I could totally see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There is that like bitter oak on the very finish that to me makes me feel like it would be up potentially in that age range. Like I would say it comes across, don't laugh. Y'all know what it is right now. We don't know what it is. 15 years or older?
I would say older.
I would say older, leaning older than that even.
I can tell that it's not high proof. I mean, I am getting some heat on the tongue, but I don't feel like it's high proof, which would fit in the wheel box of both like the orphan barrel stuff and just older whiskey, because normally you cut that down to stretch that whiskey further.
What are you defining as high proof? Because I could totally see this being in the like 110, 115 range.
I guess maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's just like that boldness and that richness of the age and the oak coming through that's making me think it's older. It has a hug. Way back in the sweetness camp.
Yep. Sweetness and yeah, delicious.
Buttered toffee.
Buttered toffee, brown sugar, sweetness.
Holiday candies.
Comforting. I love the color
Glazed
on this
pecans.
one too. All right.
And a mouthfeel to match.
Woo. Hello.
Oh, that's solid.
Oh, that's buttery. A little bit of honey. Yeah, cinnamon spices.
Also some
black pepper spices.
Perception of age. Some spice. Yeah, there's definitely like baking spice on that with that brown sugar sweetness. I feel like this one's a sneaky one. I feel like it could be both older and higher proof than we would think.
Yeah. Second sip. Oh, yeah. That one's rich.
It is.
But not like,
it's
a Stag Junior, a Irish Craig Barrel proof. I don't feel like it's, well, I don't know. Second sip, letting it set in. There is some surprising heat. I think you're right. This one is going to be higher proof.
I think this one's going to be a puzzle.
Because, I mean, again, the color.
The
color, Duke, the color.
The finish just keeps going. Oh, this might be my favorite nose of all of them.
Really?
I think
that last nose.
I'm gonna say I don't know what these are at this point, but I have a feeling that we're in for a real treat. Like
a well-curated flight.
It feels like a well-curated flight.
Flights by Coupah.
Yeah, I don't know, but it feels special.
Well, let's see if we can stick the landing on this flight.
Yeah. Oh god. like rich berry.
Yes, stone fruit.
Stone fruit, yeah.
Molasses.
Oh, just
Not a whole lot of spice on this nose.
This one's more of an atmospheric thing, like
more of a
delicious
feeling.
things, desserts being baked in the kitchen.
Wow. And it doesn't disappoint on the palate either.
Oh, that's one of those that just, it gives you goosebumps.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Interesting he put this one last. He decided to put this one last.
I've liked them all so far, but this one, like, it's like someone just wrapped a warm blanket around me. It was great. Again, that's the thing that I love when, like, a bourbon or a whiskey can transcend just the basic notes and give you a feeling, like an experience, an atmospheric change. That's how I felt with this one.
That one's high proof.
Yeah.
It is for sure. Selection D might be my favorite in round one, but you know what we always do? We always go back because perceptions can change, and plus it's not fair to pour Selection A, you know, if you don't go back. So we are gonna do that, but before we do that, we wanna hit pause and tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get this new color of the Native Spirit shirt, the Glencairns we're drinking from. Sarah, your long sleeve shirt.
Also available in short sleeve.
There you go, in a different color. My hat, our water glasses, rocks glasses, copitas, bottle cut candles, challenge coins, and event tickets like the big Bourbon Night, which is in November. The day before that is our E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Taste Through from 2012 to 2017. That's batch 1 through 6.
Only like 10 tickets for that
Only
left.
10 tickets.
At the time of this recording.
Recording.
Who knows what's left now? Who knew first about those tickets? Patrons, which you can become one at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight for as little as $1 a month. They got first crack at those tickets. They get the heads up about new merch, including discounts on some of that merch. After the episode exclusives, like another round that'll happen after this one, and more.
Okay, we're gonna take a break. Let our palates reset. We'll be right back. And we're back. We're ready to roll into round 2. This is where things get real.
I still agree completely that A feels brown-formany. Now, we're just using that to narrow it down a little bit. I don't know now. It could be.
Could be.
It's
But yeah,
feeling more
I'm with you. I'm less
grain forward. I'm
confident.
less sure about that. More corn, and not that doesn't mean it could be the same thing. It's almost feeling more like it's just feeling more corn forward.
It's a little drier, I'll say that second time through.
It almost has a
a little buttered
eucalyptus mint.
buttered oak, which isn't a real thing, but if you can put two things together, I'm gonna say buttered oak.
It has more of an herbal quality than I thought last time through. It's got some intense, dark, spicy, peppery.
I still say this is the oldest one of
I
the
think it
bunch.
is, yeah. I don't
It's
know,
not.
though.
It's putting off that vibe. At
It
least.
really is coming through. It's hot, peppery oak.
Not the highest proof though. I don't think it's the highest proof of the bunch. It does have some proof, but not the highest.
Back to my two favorites, C and D. Ooh, that's nice.
Okay, classic on the
It
nose.
smells very familiar.
Maybe Buffalo Trace, but it doesn't have the
I kind of want to say
cherry. I mean, it sort of does.
these are two very different things, but I always have trouble pinning these two down, and that's why I'm going this direction. My first instinct is a Four Roses. Like maybe a Four Roses LE or something like that.
Maverick.
My second instinct, if it's not that, because of the spice level, would be a Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey, of course.
Can't wait to see how wrong I am. It feels like Four Roses to me, but I don't know.
I could see that now that you mention it. I could see a Four Roses, but
Don't let me influence you, Chad.
it's also, I don't even know. Tell you what is going to be hard though, is picking a favorite
Oh, I don't know.
of these.
I've got to narrow down to two. Can you guess which two? You watching.
You.
Can you guess?
Yeah, you. No, not you. Behind
Feels like
you.
Blue's Clues. Do you know what it is? I'm just going for it. It's too delicious. Yeah, I'm
I'm
definitely.
coming around on the nose.
Who would have guessed?
Wow. It's got the mouthfeel. It's got the richness. It has the age in the oak, but it doesn't suffer from dryness because of, you know, what sometimes those can lead to. It still has that pop of fruitiness and a little bit of citrus. So it's still bright with bringing all the darkness. And I'm not talking about the band, although I do believe in a thing called love. It's got it all. It's got it all.
What I'm hearing you say is it's very well balanced.
Oh, I could have said that.
You could have. You used a lot of words to essentially say that.
I like to use my words.
I noticed. It's going to be real tough to knock this one out in my first place. It kind of has my heart at this point. It's feeling very... When I said the stone fruit and the spices before with the oak...
I said this stuff.
Okay, well, I said dark berries, which is basically stone fruit, so you just copied off of me. My first instinct was like, could this be like a Stag Junior or something like that? But I don't know. It's not screaming at me that it is, but man, that finish goes on and on and on.
So now I think we're less in the guessing department, and now we're just going
Ranking.
for what's our favorite. I have 2 that are gonna be fighting for first, and I have 2 that are gonna be fighting for fourth. The most important choice, I'm going to battle for first.
Looks like we have the same battle for first.
Now's the part where we will A/B test things back to back that were not back to back before. This part will be sped up. Patreon, you will get this
At normal speed.
In normal speed, and it's I won't say entirety because we cut out the boring parts, but you will get this part. So we'll see you soon. All right, we're back, and it's results time.
All right, Chad, so it looks like this is one of those occasions where we did actually end up with the same lineup, although we did rank independently. We do talk it through with, with Patreon, with you, but it's sped up, so all you heard was
Well, all they saw was
but yeah, we talk it through out loud for ourselves, but we don't try to influence each other. We don't need to end up with the same results. It doesn't really matter. But in fourth place, we both put Whiskey A.
Right, this is the one that we were getting Brown-Forman vibes from, but that sort of changed a little bit in round 2, but...
I'm trying to not look at the others so that we go one at a time. Fourth
Whiskey
place,
A.
Oh, this is wild.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I know the theme now.
Okay.
It is not. A, fourth place, Kirkland Bottled and Bond. That's the Costco brand, 100 proof. Which I can see why, like, we would think
Brown-Forman.
with the berry. It's I believe it's Barton.
It's Barton. So no.
But I see that, like, Barton has, I think, also like a lot of berry on it, and the fruit feeling like a Brown-Forman product at 100 proof. You could easily mistaken that for like an Old Forester 100. Okay. Well, in third place, we both put Bourbon B, which, pardon my paper crinkling. We said that we thought that this was probably the oldest of the bunch. I think I also said that I thought it could be like 110 to 115 proof. And I said I would be surprised if it was less than 15 years old. This one is Calumet Farms 15-year-old. We're all away. 105 proof. So I was off on the proof, but we were spot on with the age.
Well, I thought it was older than 15.
You thought it was an orphan barrel.
It's more than 15, but yeah, 15.
Have you picked up the theme so far?
Non-distilling producers.
Nope.
Barton?
That is correct. The theme it's Barton.
So one of these has got to be 1792
It's
full proof.
Barton's Bourbon Bonanza. That's what it says at the top.
Barton's Bourbon Bonanza.
It says at the top of the page.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so instead of giving you our second place next, I'll just go ahead and reveal first.
First place, which was Whiskey D.
Whiskey D is a 1792 full proof New Hampshire single barrel select, 125 proof.
There you go.
We did say I said it almost gave me Buffalo Trace vibes, which is interesting. Obviously, it's not Buffalo Trace, but it is owned by Sazerac. So C was a Justin's House of Bourbon 12-year-old. Their bottle.
Okay, which is rumored. Let's get all legal. Asterisk.
Not official.
Rumored to be Barton 1792.
122 proof. So we did put the highest proof in first place.
Shocking.
It was progressive by proof.
Okay.
We did start with 100 proof in the Kirkland.
Yeah.
And then work our way up to the 125 proof of the 1792. What a fun flight. I did not at any point guess that these were all made by the same distillery. I never thought that for 1 minute. So it was a very good test that we failed. This is ages and everything. Mm-hmm. The 2 age-stated ones we put in the middle, we basically said they tied.
Right.
And then we put a non-age-stated product in the first place, which means that it's not always the best thing.
Yeah.
Are we proof hounds? Maybe. Is this proof that we're proof hounds? We literally put them in order of proof.
Well, also think about this. You're looking at source things and who came in first, but actually Barton's, I wouldn't say their flagship at all, but their maybe their most prestigious, minus like the 12-year-old 1792.
This is a barrel that they could have sold to source out, but they chose to keep this barrel.
Exactly, and that's what you would hope happens at distilleries, all the way down to our 4th place, which was Kirkland, which is known for value, right? That's Costco's brand. So can it Kirkland?
Can it Kirkland?
It can, but in the 4th place spot. I wouldn't say it's shocking. Maybe that this, as you said, 2nd and 3rd place spot might be the point of interest, but at the end of it, they're one of their most well-known and coveted products, 1792 Full Proof, coming in first, and then the most value, which you would hope shouldn't beat from the actual distillery.
But if it did beat, then you would be in for a treat.
Then you'd be in for a treat, exactly.
Yeah, I definitely
wouldn't
think
have been a bad thing.
A stood out the most for me from the group, and that makes sense, it being the best value and also the lowest proof, which is not a bad thing, but it did say, hello, it's me, and I am different than all these other ones.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Thank you to Todd Coupah for sending us this double blind. We really do appreciate it. It was a good theme. We did enjoy. Yeah. So that's where we better leave it. Hey folks, if you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. Hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, Todd Coupah. Until next time, drink more bourbon.